TGS 2019 is kicking off right now, ladies and gentlemen, which means we're going to be seeing a lot more news, a lot more information, a lot more interviews, trailers, breakdowns, and whatnot. We've already got a Kingdom Hearts 3 Remake trailer that we talked about in the last video. Link in the description down below if you guys want to check it out. But this time we're going to be talking about the brand new Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer that just dropped. And honestly, it looks really good. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have not played Final Fantasy VII from start to finish, which means that this is going to be taken from a perspective of a person who has not played the game. I will be playing the game, however, before the game comes out, and it will be live on Twitch, so follow me on twitch.tv/ForRafMate. And if you guys want to know where I'm getting my information, source, news, and whatnot, please go check out two of my great friends. One of them is named Kingdom Ace on YouTube. He's really cool. He's actually a really great guy. And the other one is SH Blaze, which is actually really cool. He's also a great guy, great friend, and all that. But regardless, let's just jump right into it. So our first scene starts off with Cloud being on top of the train, but then it quickly transitions into it changing into a nice little fight scene. Now, from what I can tell and what I remember from the game itself, this seems to be the outside of Avalanche's headquarters. I don't know what these spirit things are because I've never actually played the game to get to that far, but I do know that that is the house in the background right over there. So it looks pretty cool. Yeah, the graphics look great. I do hear and like see a lot of people yelling out names, which is kind of weird, but like still whatever. They're just getting attacked. It's a simple scene. You have a bike change scene. Pretty much is shown a lot of stuff from the olden games, and I've been told that way back when the bike chase scene is possibly one of the most aggravating parts in the game, seeing as how it's pretty difficult. But what we did see that's absolutely brand new, which is a brand new soldier. And now what I've been told from Blaze and Jordan is that we don't get to see a lot of soldiers within Final Fantasy VII. And apparently this new soldier that we have right now is a character that is completely different and has not actually been revealed within the original Final Fantasy VII. This means, and this is a good thing for you guys if you don't know, this means that Final Fantasy VII Remake will not be a one-to-one recreation of the game. Yes, we're going to have a lot of moments where it feels very similar. Yes, we're going to have a lot of story beats that feel very similar, but no, it will not be a one-to-one recreation of Final Fantasy VII that you once remembered. Now, a lot of people might get turned off about that, but Nomura and the team have said from time and time again that they are reassuring people that yes, this will be the exact same game that you remember from before with a little bit of add-on, so don't worry too much about it. We have a scene where Cloud and Tifa are talking to each other, and how Tifa is actually talking about how, oh man, this is not exactly what I envisioned of us or me asking you for help. Which I actually remember this scene when I originally played Final Fantasy VII, which yes, I did play a little bit of the game, okay? Don't judge me, guys. But I remember this scene, and this is when they actually got captured because they were trying to get into Cornell's place, but they were like, oh no, you guys aren't beautiful enough, and I only like a woman, so therefore I'm going to put you in my dungeon, because that's what they do in the game. So what their plan is that Aerith actually comes down to the basement, and then they try to make Cloud dress up into a girl, which we actually get to see a little bit more of that within the trailer. Following that, we do get to see our first look at Reno and Aerith within the church scene, which actually I remember this as well, because this is actually before we get to meet Cornell, which is a little bit crazy. It also looks like the whole fight within the church scene actually does get to take place, where we will get to be with Cloud and Aerith, and we're both going to be able to fight Reno at the exact same time. Moving on from there, we do get to see somebody stop Aerith and Cloud at the exact same time, and this is, and what I'm being told from my notes, is that this is apparently a group of people called the Turks. Now apparently the Turks are going to take a big and huge play within this game. They're going to be I guess another type of opponent that we're going to be fighting. I don't really know, but like they are really important and crucial to the story of Final Fantasy VII, which is pretty cool. Following that scene with the Turks and with Aerith, we do get to see a scene of Aerith getting and looking absolutely gorgeous. Like, I'm not even downplaying this. She looks stunning for like holy Christ. Now, from what I remember from my time playing the game, we were trying to dress up Aerith so that Cornell would be able to take her in and get Cloud and Tifa in through the door, because Cornell only likes very pretty ladies, which understandable because he's that type of pervert and whatnot. But again, if it makes Aerith look pretty, she just looks amazing. She looks gorgeous, which is absolutely cool. Following that, we get a little bit of gameplay. We see Cloud and Aerith sneaking out of the house, because I remember she gets trapped within her house, and or something happens where I believe the army comes and says like, hey, open up, we need to go through the doors. I can't remember because it's been a very long time. Again, if you guys want to see me play the game on Twitch, twitch.tv/VIRAFMate. But regardless, they do get to see them sneaking out. We do get to see the train scene where they get like scanned and whatnot. And I remember from what from the train scene is that like if you have this special pass, they can't scan you. So it's a whole thing, which actually I think is really cool. Minigames are back within the game. You guys get to see Cloud and Tifa both exercising within the game as well. We do get to see President Shinra's appearance within later on in the trailer. This time around though, and I remember this one, President Shinra doesn't make a full-blown face-to-face impression rather than saying a speech face-to-face like in the actual game from before. He says it over hologram, which I actually think this is a really good touch and detail, because I don't believe the villain would ever come up to Cloud and Barrett and Tifa's face like that without getting his literal ass kicked. But regardless, we do get to see that, and it actually looks really cool. And last but not least, before we end off this video, the last thing that I can actually talk about is that we do get to see our first look at summons in the game. So we've seen Ifrit and we've seen Shiva both in the game. They actually look really good. Shiva kind of looks a lot like her Final Fantasy 15 version of Shiva, but I'm not 100% sure if they change or not, because from what I'm being told, and I think this is right, they change like very slightly from game to game whenever it comes towards Final Fantasy properties and gameplays and stuff like that. Now, something I want to touch about before we actually finish out the video and close out the video is that I would like to talk about how the game is changing in a really different way. So before Final Fantasy VII, the original game, apparently we'd only follow our main cast. Our main cast being mostly Cloud, Tifa, Barrett, Aerith, and that's pretty much it. Avalanche wasn't really included on a lot of these scenes and wasn't really incorporated in a lot of this stuff, but apparently, and what I've been told from, not really directly told, but what I've been told via watching Blaze's and Jordan's YouTube channel videos, is that Avalanche is becoming a very big key to this story, and the story is changing a little bit more so that it incorporates more of these characters, and that we are going to be getting a little bit more backstory on these guys. I think this is actually a really good thing, because side characters are really important in not just video games, but in all points of storytelling. You never really want to make sure that your side character was just there just because they needed to fulfill something in the plot. You want to make sure those side characters have these really grand backstories that make you really invested and interested within those characters. That's why I really enjoy this, and I'm really glad that just because I haven't played the original doesn't mean that I'm going to miss this out, or I'm going to not experience the exact same way that some others will feel when the full-blown remake gets released everywhere. But that's it for this today, guys. This is our trailer analysis breakdown video. What do you guys think about the trailer? Did you guys like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know in the comment section down below. As well, as always, make sure you follow me on Twitch. We're going to be streaming Final Fantasy VII, the original, sometime soon. I don't know when. I got Borderlands to stream this weekend on Friday, so it's going to be a little bit of a tight schedule. But regardless, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all, and I'll be making more content soon. So peace out. Stay subscribed to the channel. Bye.